All right, switching gears here, the Justice Department now says it will appeal the release of Mohsen Mahdawi. You watched it live right here on CBS News 24/7 yesterday. A federal judge ordered Mahdawi freed from federal immigration custody in Vermont. He told CBS News correspondent Lilia Luciano ICE nearly put him on a plane the day he was detained.
The last time we saw you, you were taken away, you were put in detention. Did the agents try to take you to the airport? Did they try to remove you from this state?
The agents technically premeditated my abduction. They had already my flight tickets printed.
Oh no.
They took me to Burlington Airport and we just missed the airplane, which is a commercial airplane, by 9 minutes.
And Lilia joins us right now live from Burlington, Vermont this morning. So, Lilia, you spoke with Mahdawi moments before he was detained, as well as since then. Have you heard from him since the moment that you guys interacted on camera yesterday?
Inside the courtroom still. He was extremely relieved, and his attorneys were also relieved, somewhat surprised, but not so much, because here's why this is important. That moment, that question matters because, and I have to tell you, as I had commented before, while we were in our flight leaving Vermont, we heard his name being called. So we already suspected that ICE agents were trying to take him out of the state. Why that is relevant is because in the case of Mahmoud Khalil or Rumiza Ozturk, federal agents removed them from the state, and then the whole case becomes the jurisdiction of immigration court. That is a lengthy process that has been very difficult for attorneys representing them to have them released. There are all kinds of legal complications. So in his case, the fact that they missed the flight and that literally allowed enough time for his attorneys to file a temporary restraining order so that he would have to stay and have a judge sign it. He would have to stay in the state of Vermont, is why he is free now, walking into possibly his graduation ceremony, which is happening later this month, and then starting his master's in the fall, with a caveat that he's still fighting detention and deportation. But deportation takes a while.
So what's the thinking behind this notice from the Justice Department that it will appeal the court order that led to his release?
That is something we expect. Whenever it's something that the government doesn't want happens in these cases, of course they go and appeal. They want him detained. Yesterday in court, something came up about an incident that happened in 2015 where there was an FBI investigation after somebody said that they were concerned about his statements that he had allegedly made, that the judge even found very disturbing, but then the FBI investigated that in 2015, cleared him from the case. The judge said clearly it seems like, all of these allegations were unfounded. He had denied all of those allegations. I suspect that the government, even though this whole incident was not part of his immigration case, that perhaps they're trying to say, look, he's a security risk or something like that. This is what they were trying to allege during the case, bringing up things from the past, which his attorneys have vehemently denied, which he has vehemently denied. And the judge yesterday said, look, clearly, if there was a concern that he would be some kind of threat to the community or to society, the FBI would have pursued something. They closed the case and they moved on. So we expected that the government would try to appeal a decision that they wouldn't agree with, which means, this is the first student that is released after being targeted for deportation while being a permanent legal resident under that statute that allows the Secretary of State himself to decide that the person goes against U.S. foreign policy.
It's such a complicated but nuanced story. Of course, you bring clarity to it as always, my friend. Thank you very much, Lilia. Appreciate it.